BZM. Today we are going to talk about Huawei's Honor 9i, which is the hot mid-ranger right now in the market. Wait, it should not be called a mid-ranger because it is priced at 18,000 rupees, so rather we should call it a premium mid-ranger. Yes, it has surely impressed us in our usage and it is definitely going places, so let us check this phone in depth. The design of Honor 9i feels quite premium and upmarket, similar to the design of iPhone 6s Plus. It has a metal unibody design and it feels quite sturdy. The 2.5D glass that blends with the screen adds to the premiumness. There's no official word regarding the kind of screen protection used, but the phone comes pre-applied with a screen guard. The antenna lines on the back look neat, the hardware buttons are pretty tactile and the acknowledgement receipt is pretty assuring. There are no hardware navigation buttons available, so the software ones are your only choice. The camera hump on the back is quite prominent and it is gonna cause the phone to wobble a lot if you place it on a flat surface. This one uses micro USB 2.0 in the year of 2017, which is quite disappointing. Honor 9i has 5.9-inch Full HD Plus screen. Your Full HD Plus means it has a resolution slightly more than 1080p, and to be specific it is 2160 by 1080p, which makes it 18 by 9. Well, the common misconception is that 18 by 9 display phones are bezel-less. That is simply not true. Bezels and screen size are independent of each other. While talking about this phone, it has smaller bezels on the sides and considerable bezels on the top and bottom, which houses necessary sensors and front camera. The 5.9-inch IPS display produces great output and it is adequately bright, though auto brightness sensor works fine as well. Most of the apps can be resized to fit the 18 by 9 whole screen, but not all apps, especially the YouTube app. It just looks odd, the bars at the sides and full screen video. I just wish they somehow fixed this like the Samsung S8 managed to do it. The movie playback on the other hand uses full width, leaving very little space at the top and bottom. This phone runs on Android Nougat 7.0 with a heavy skin of Huawei's own EMUI, which allows lots of customization options. It comes with a lot of bloatware pre-installed like Instagram, Facebook, UC browser apps, which can be uninstalled. But it also comes with certain Honor service and community apps and also some utility apps that cannot be uninstalled in any way. As this phone has a maximum capacity of 64 GB, which can be expandable using a micro SD of up to 128 GB, so storage shouldn't be an issue for a normal user. If you have used a phone with a custom ROM and fell in love with the amount of customization available, Honor 9 will offer you a similar experience. Adjusting color temperature to warm, cold or default is one such example. And geeks are gonna love the display network speed feature. Assistive features like the one-handed mode, flip to mute are also present. You might call the knuckle gestures to take screenshot, open an app or split the screen a gimmick, but I tend to use them a lot. The two main features that I love the most are the fingerprint gestures and the app twin. Fingerprint gestures lets you take photos, answer calls or browse photos by touching the fingerprint scanner. There is also simple mode which clears out all the clutters and presents us with a nice minimalistic and clean home screen with large icons which you could enable and give it to your elders. If you are someone who uses two accounts on the same app like say Facebook, App Twin is a feature that lets you create the same app with another login ID. This would be beneficial to users having a personal account and a business account. But as of now, this feature seems to be supported only on Facebook and other messenger apps. The best part of this UI is that it did not lag during our usage. There were some inconsistencies with the transitions, but I loved the EMUI skin more than any other Android skin. The Honor 9i runs on Huawei's own high silicon Kirin 659, which has 8 cores of ARM Cortex-A53. This processor is comparable to Snapdragon 625 used in a lot of mid-range phones like Moto G5s Plus and Mi A1, but in our testing it did not outperform the 625. We played games like Mario and Subway Surfers, which undoubtedly ran without any glitch. While playing Jetpack Joyride, the phone lagged. Then we played graphic-intensive games like Asphalt 8 at highest setting, which was unplayable. When we set the graphics to medium, we could play the game but with few frame drops. Snapdragon 625 could play these games at the highest setting too. So if you're planning to purchase this phone mainly for gaming, then it is a big no. We played these games for about 20 minutes and the phone heated to an extent, but it did not overheat. 4 GB of RAM also manages the apps pretty well. There's about 2.6 GB free memory when all the apps are cleared. Honor 9i's battery capacity is 3340 mAh, which could last you a day. Now this may come to you as a disappointment as it comes with a normal charger that doesn't charge the phone fast, like it would take you 1.5 to 2 hours to charge it completely. nicely. This phone has a mono speaker which is adequately loud. The output through speaker is flat while that through headphone jack is good. I wish it could be a bit louder, but it is great. I also like the placement of headphone jack which is at the bottom. The call quality is great. The speaker is quite loud and clear. There was no issue in mic reception, and because of VoLT there was no lag in voice delivery. This phone comes with 4 cameras. Yes, you heard it right. 2 dual cameras, one in the front and one in the rear. The rear camera is a 16 plus 2 megapixel configuration and the front camera comes in a 13 plus 2 megapixel setup. Both the secondary 2 megapixel camera is for portrait mode, or in other words to blur the background. The photos taken in outdoor come out to be pretty sharp and detailed. The depth effect does a very good job even in low lighting condition because of the 2 megapixel depth sensor. Due to this sensor, more and more light is allowed, which makes the photo somewhat brighter. 9i can shoot videos at a maximum resolution of 1080p but does not have any stabilization. It has front-facing dual cameras, which is a unique feature of this phone. Undoubtedly, it is a great camera and takes better selfie shots than other phone. It also takes amazing portrait photos. While taking videos from the front-facing camera, make sure that the beauty mode is not activated, which is activated by default, or else it will shoot it at 720p. The camera UI is packed with lots of features. On swiping right, you get various shooting modes. You can easily turn it on and off. The one thing that caught my attention was the more button down here, which leads me to believe that Huawei will be adding more camera modes in the future. On swiping right, you can tweak camera app settings. You can also capture in RAW format when using the Pro mode. There's also an ultra snapshot feature which lets you capture photos instantly when the phone is in locked state. Just press the volume down button twice and it quickly takes a picture within 1 second. So far the camera quality is impressive. There is a slight reddish tone in the pictures. I think the red colors pop up a bit more. These are some samples from the camera. The phone heats when you use it continuously for 10 to 15 minutes. We are also going to do in-depth camera review of this phone, so do subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet if you want to watch it. This phone basically has all the necessary sensors except for gyroscope, which means you cannot use your phone for virtual reality. It also skips on NFC. To conclude, this phone is for those who don't play heavy graphic games. So if you are in the market for great selfie camera that takes front-facing portraits, and if you are looking for a phone with 18:9 display, then this one is for you. So that was all about it, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel Mobizium for such tech videos. That's all for today. I'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, keep smiling.